Are you about to buy domain names and email names for your cold outreach campaigns? Well, today I'm going to go ahead and run you through the process I use for naming domains as well as emails that I use on my campaigns. Hi, I'm Michael. I've been doing cold email since 2015, and in today's video, I'm going to share with you the process I put together in terms of the do's and do nots for setting up your domains and emails. And before we get into it, if you could drop a like and a comment, it helps out a ton as it really just drives these videos onto the homepage and helps out a lot. Thank you.
Drop it.
All right, so starting out here, we have 6 rules for buying domains. Now, to really quickly answer where do I buy domains, Google, Pork Bun, GoDaddy. Now, let's get into it. So, rule number 1, do not buy anything that is not a .com or .us. This could also be .uk or .au, depending if you live in that country and you're reaching out to people within that country. But we don't want to buy .nets, .cos, .llc, .xyz. .io is sometimes okay, but really we just want to stick to .com. It's the most trusted. We've also done a lot of testing and found that .com has the best deliverability. Rule number 2, do not buy anything that has a 0, the number, instead of O, the letter. What happens here is inbox providers like Zoho, Outlook, and Google are constantly trying to protect their users from being scammed. So if you're going to do a slight misspelling with a 0 instead of a O, what actually happens is these inbox providers think you may be someone who is phishing, pretending to be a company but you're not, and instead they're going to mark you in spam, and that's going to be really harmful for your campaigns. Number 3, do not buy anything that has a dash. Again, inboxes may think that you're impersonating somebody, and they're going to mark you as spam, and that's not any fun. And you guessed it, same thing with number 4. Do not buy a misspelling of your main domain. I know it may seem like an easy way to have more variations. However, we don't want to do that because, again, we might be marked as phishing. You're better off buying something completely different and redirecting it than you are to buy a misspelling. Number 5, do not use marketing buzzwords when possible. Marketing, agency, growth, consulting, digital. These are all really common words that are used in marketing agency names, and generally speaking, they get opened less and just don't do as well. This one's much less important than some other ones, but if possible, avoid the buzzwords. Number 6, and our first do of this list, do use short words in front of your domain names for variation, and we'll go ahead and get into this in the next slide. Now, before we do that, if you want to book 100+ calls a month with Outbound for your B2B business, make sure to check out b2boutbound.io, my training program where I show you how I do this, and you can do it too. All right, so what I like to do for my domains is to buy a short word in front of the normal spelling of a domain of a .com. For example, my agency, dfymeetings.com, where we book you sales call on a done-for-you basis, we set up things like try dfymeetings.com, get dfymeetings.com, join dfymeetings.com, your dfymeetings.com. Little words like that in front of a main domain doesn't hurt deliverability, sounds nice, and it's a really simple solution. So once we have those domains set up, you might be wondering, how do we do the email naming? And our current pairing is 3 email addresses per domain. Anything more than that, you have some deliverability issues, and anything less than that, it's unnecessarily expensive because you're not maximizing one domain. So I keep it really simple. First one is first name at. Second, first name, last initial at. Third one, first name, middle initial, last initial at. So we have Michael at trydfymeetings.com, Michael G at trydfymeetings.com, Michael RG at trydfymeetings.com. It's really that simple, and we just rinse and repeat. And there you have it. That's how we do our domain and email naming for cold email. If you like this, make sure to subscribe. I post videos on outreach regularly, and I will see you in the next one.